Hi, this is Karen from Mojo Global. Welcome to the Mojo Global radio show. Today we have as our honored guest, Anthony Allen. Anthony, welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. It's so nice to be here today.
It's great to have you, Anthony. I've been looking forward to this interview. Can you please tell our audience a little bit about how you could potentially help them?
Sure. So I'm involved with funding. And so the funding could either be if you're a small business and you need, capital to buy some equipment, or you need working capital, or you need a credit line. And I'm also in the real estate space where I provide funds so that investors can do their fix and flips and their buy and hold. So I'm really in kind of those two arenas.
That sounds like you have a lot of people to serve. So I'm going to ask you even more in depth, who do you serve?
So within the business space, it's the small business. I've found over the years, and it's not really what I found, what's happened over the years is that small businesses are not served well by the banking industry. There's an alarming stat that you read in really from multiple sources where banks reject 80% of all small business loan applications. So if you're a small business and you need that piece of equipment to get your business going, or you need to buy materials for that next big job, you're really, in many cases, out of luck with the banks. So on the small business side, I'm filling that void by being a trusted partner that small businesses can go to when they need those funds. Then on the real estate side, what happens, especially in today's market, is that it's so competitive to buy a property. And once you close, the clock starts to tick on you being able to get your financing. And instead of scrambling, it's good to have a partner that you can count on. And so that's my role within the real estate finance arena. So it's really those two arenas, and that's kind of specifically what I do in those two spaces.
Thank you, Anthony. I know that you have a truly wonderful why as to what you're doing right now, and I hope you can tell our audience about it.
Sure. So I spent many years in higher education, and when I started out as a real young fella, I was teaching, and I taught finance, I taught accounting, and what we taught was that the banking industry took care of businesses, drove the economy, and we never kind of gave the exception that small businesses are really kind of on their own. And as time went on and I started to learn more from experience, and eventually I retired and I wound up as the vice president of the college, I realized that now, as my retirement gig, I can be in the space and try to level that playing field. And so I target small businesses because I know how to get them funded. And that's really what my mission is. That's really what I'm trying to do.
Thank you, Anthony. I know you told me, as far as the real estate investor market, you reminded me that when someone says, yes, I want that property, they hardly have any time to get the funding, but they can go to you.
Yeah, yeah. So it's one less thing that they have to start investigating. If you have a deal and now you're calling banks and you're getting the no's, and you get your first deal offered to you, and boy, it's not so great, but you're running out of time, you're really kind of stuck. So what I try to do is I spend a lot of time connecting with real estate investors and small business people on LinkedIn. We develop relationships, so when they have that need, they don't start scrambling and investigating. They just contact me and we go from there.
That is fantastic explanation. Thank you for sharing with us, Anthony. What's the best way to get a hold of you?
Well, the best way would be to either just give me a call, 516-216-2982, or to go to my website, which is www.allencapfunding.com. Either way is just great.
Thanks so much, Anthony. And I have to tell our listeners, I've enjoyed speaking with Anthony since the very first call I made to him. And I think you'll find him very, very approachable. Thank you for being on the show today.
My pleasure.
And to our audience, we always appreciate you, and we look forward to bringing you the next Mojo Global Radio Show. Bye-bye.